Everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Motorsport Manager with a Phoenix Knights racing team. It's the 8th race of the season. After this, we'll be halfway through. And as you well know, we're still top of the tree. But I don't anticipate it being that way for much longer. Because the mighty Scuderia Rossini and Steinman will probably surpass us. We're punching above our weight, and it's only a matter of time before they overwhelm us. But we shall enjoy it while it lasts. I'm beginning to come to terms with the realism that this is not going to continue, surely to God. And to compound that, you know, they have been out developing us. Our rear wing is no longer the best. Our brakes are no longer the best. We have now got the best gearbox again, because we fit a new one to the car. But it's this engine situation that's the problem, and we are waiting for our HQ, for our testing track to be ready. 7 weeks is the goal, is the target, is the time. And then we can start developing 2 legendary engines, which will hopefully power us up next season to the title. And I'm going to let you into something here. We've been going for several seasons now. There has to be an end point in sight, and my initial thought was the end point will be when we win the title, however long it takes. And we're almost there, aren't we? We're almost at the title. We are the 3rd best car on the grid. Next season, with a better engine, fingers crossed, we should be, if not the best, you know, a hell of a lot damn closer. So Potter has made a decision. He's not a young whippersnapper anymore. He's 68. He's been going for a number of years. He's transformed the team, but he feels as if his work is almost done. And next season, regardless of what happens, next season is the final season. So if we do not win the title next season, that's it. It's all over. Now, some of you will probably be horrified. We've come this far. You've got to at least win the championship once. It can't end within touching distance. But the reason I'm doing this is, A, there has to be an end point in sight. We can't keep going indefinitely. I know we will win the title if we keep going and keep going. But I also want to put a little bit of pressure on for next season, to make next season that bit more exciting, because if that's the last one, so we've got to win it next season by hook or by crook. And by hook or by crook, I mean if we need to replace drivers at the drop of a hat and spend a load of money, we're going to do it. If we need to do whatever we need to do to try and win that title next season, if we need to buy a new pit crew, whatever it is, if we need to splash that cash to get the edge we need next season to maximise our opportunity, we're going to do it. So next season is the final season of this LP, the final season of Potter's reign. Hopefully the team will not let him down, and we will end it with victory. I'm thinking we probably will. We're quite close to it now, and with a better engine we must be even closer, so I'm not worried. I think we will win it next season, but it's just going to be that added pressure, because if we don't, we're going to end this LP without ever winning the World Motorsport Championship. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, introduction over. Here we are. We are here for the British GP at Guildford, and I am playing this on the morning of the 27th of May, which means it is a Monaco GP in about 4 hours' time. So I'm looking forward to that, even though it's not going to be a good race for Mercedes. You know, it's a nice spectacle. I've been to Monaco 3 times. I love the place. I love the race. I'm going to enjoy watching it. But for the time being, we are here in Guildford. So, we are ready and waiting. And that also got me to thinking, actually, there's no equivalent Monaco GP in this game. We've got, you know, the British GPs, we've got Monza, Replica, but there's no equivalent of Monaco, is there? That's a bit of a shame. Anyway, see you for qualifying. Alright, another practice session flies by. everything went okay. And we have rain! Oh, well. Nothing like a bit of rain to spice things up. Let's have a look at the situation. Oh, it's a wet, dry affair, which means we should really qualify ourselves just in case the AI gets it wrong. Super overtake mode for Alessandro Cruz. Let's go for it. So our window of opportunity is around about the 9-minute mark. So there's plenty of time to get a dry lap, but you just never know what those other teams are going to do. Are they going to screw up? Possibly. Yeah, people need to go out. People going out on inters. This is what I'm saying. Look, this is going to be, the track is drying, and then it's going, after it's finished that dry spell, it's going to get wet. There is going to be no opportunities to get another lap. Super soft tyres going on both our cars. Because why not? The track is going to be dry for some time here. Moddy's got the right idea. Makarova's got the right idea. Hume has got the right idea. Everyone else has completely the wrong idea. But there you go. So could we potentially get a 1-2 on the old grid? There is a strong possibility. A very strong possibility, in fact. This is our home GP. It's the British GP. We're at home in front of our home fans. Phoenix Knights are growing. Their fan base is growing. And we are off and racing here. Flying lap for Cruz. Flying lap for Surikov. We're going to follow Surikov, even though Cruz is probably going to qualify ahead of him because of super overtake mode. Let's have a look at the first split. It's going purple by 0.5 of a second, Alessandro Cruz. Surikov is only a 10th behind him. As we come now up to the second split. Purple again for Cruz. Surikov is down and across the line for Alessandro Cruz in pole position with Surikov 0.4 behind. The rain now is beginning to come again, which means that there is no opportunity for anybody to beat that time. No chance on earth. This could be a 1-2. Poor strategic calls from the other teams have absolutely put them in a bad spot. The only thing is, the Scuderia Rossinis are 6th and 7th, the Steinmans are 8th and 9th. We would have been extremely ecstatic if they were further down the grid. But it is what it is. We can only do what we can do. And what we can do is we can lock out that front row. Well done, team. Well done. Let's just convert that into some healthy points in the race. Because we do need it. We do need it. Alright. Our home GP. We're off to a good start. We practiced well. We qualified well. But points are scored in the race. No slip-ups, please. It's a sunny day. A bit of rain wouldn't have gone amiss, just to throw a further spanner in the works. You never know. Well, as soon as it's sunny, I don't think there's going to be rain at all today. I don't think so. No. So let's have a look at the strategies. See what we're going to do here. So we're 1-2 on the grid. It's 18 laps, which means it is 3 sixes. Is the optimum strategy, I would have thought. And these tyres can do 6 laps at a push. So 6, 6 and 6 for Cruz. Nice and simple. For Surikov, we're going to have to do something a little bit different. We're going to have to do 7. 765, I would imagine. And these tyres can barely do 7 laps. Temperatures are quite hot, actually. So what we're going to do with him is we're going to put him on the softs, but give him opportunity to push quite hard. He's going to have to do 7 to start with. Of course, he's getting the quite not so beneficial strategy because he doesn't have the track position. Right, we'll get that sorted first. I'm wondering if we should offset Surikov the issue with the tyres because of the track temperature. Because of the fact that he's going to be using the soft tyres for the first stint, we may even use the soft tyres for the second stint and have him push hard on them and give him the bonus. It's a bit of a risk. It would be safer to use the super soft tyre bonus, use the super soft tyres for the second stint, use the super soft tyres for the third stint, but I'm going to try this. I think it's going to be close in terms of performance. We'll see, but yeah. Super soft, soft tyres for him will be the main tyre. The final stint we can play it by ear, depending on where he is on the track. So it's a front row lockout for Phoenix Knights. It's Alessandro Cruz in first. We've got Nikolai Surikov qualifying half a second back in second place. Makarova in the Catano in third. She could cause some problems for the faster cars behind her, because she may have a little bit of pace. However, Thornton here in fourth will probably fall away quite easily. Will Hume qualifying well. We've got Modi in Van Dort Racing also will probably fall away quite quickly. And then the big boys. Lipponen in 6th, Balcazar in 7th, Stephenson in 8th, and Navarro in 9th, with Partanen bringing up the top 10. It's all about that start. We've got to get off the line cleanly, get off the line quickly, and build up a bigger gap as we can until those big boys clear the traffic. Here we go. The lights are on, the lights are on, the lights are on, the lights are on, and the lights are off, and we're off and racing, and Cruz has got off to a slow start. He cannot afford to get bogged down behind slower cars. Come on, Cruz, you've got to move. And oh, it's a bad start, a terrible start. Absolutely atrocious. And even Surikov has lost a position to Hume. This is not what we wanted. We needed to get off the line and go off into the distance. We're now already in the clutches of Lipponen. Oh, it's Balcazar. Lipponen's got off to a hellacious start. He's down in 10th. Stephenson in 8th. Navarro down in 15th. We've got to get past. Quickly, cleanly. We cannot afford any hold-ups here. Right, track temperature, we're still okay. We're still okay. We're going to turn the engines down though. But we're going to keep pushing on the tyres. What the hell happened there? Makarova's got a what the hell happened there? Was that a glitch? Did you see that, guys? Anyway, we're in first and second now. Now it's about pulling away. Balcazar is in 4th. Lipponen is down in 8th. Stephenson is in 5th. We'll keep going. But, oh, Balcazar is right on our tail here. Right on our tail. Okay. Let's just maintain it. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Maintain pace, maintain position. They're pushing hard. They're all, look, there you can see they're pushing hard. They're on red. They are absolutely putting the hammer down here. But that's going to damage their car, their tyre life, all that kind of stuff. We just have to be patient. The race will come back to us possibly. I wonder if Surikov is slowing Cruz down, you know. He's on the harder compound tyre, the slower tyre. Right, here we go. 3 more laps for Cruz. His tyre low, just turn him down slightly, just give him a little bit of a breather. Same with Surikov. We'll give him a breather for the time being. Scuderia Rossini's now are looking dangerous. Balcazar's already passed us. Here comes Lipponen. If they get a 1-2 today, that's going to completely and utterly put them back on top of the... I say back on top, they've never been top all season, but they will move to first place in the Constructors. And after that, I don't see them letting up anything at all. It's going to be too tough. Right, 2 more laps for Cruz. Three more for Surikov. We're actually slightly pulling away from Lipponen here, who's probably turned his car down. He's on conserve. Now is the time for us to start pushing, I feel. Now is the time for us to start pushing, so push with Cruz. He has to get past his teammate though, and they are racing, so we're not going to give team orders here. This could be detrimental to us, of course, but... yeah, he's struggling to get past his teammate. He's coming into the pits now. New tyres. 6 lap stint. And... regular pit stop for... no, we need to go for it. We need to go for it. We need to eke out every opportunity that we possibly can to gain time. Every opportunity possible, we need to eke it out. Now turning Surikov up here, as Surikov comes round for his in lap. Here comes Cruz now into the pits. His tyre life is just giving up on him. I'm not going to watch. I can't watch. The fuel's going in. It's a good stop. It's a good stop now as Surikov is being given the order to push. He's coming in. He's going to do a 6-lap stint, but we're going to give him, likewise, fast pit stop. Same soft tyres, which have lasted a decent amount of time. And he's eked out a 2.6 second gap on Lipponen here. Very, very reassuring indeed. It's all about that pit stop. That pit stop has to be good. We're coming down to fuel. Oh, fuel is looking mightily close here. We are running on the limit. Absolutely right on the limit. He's in. No mistakes. Come on, pit crew. Do you? Yes, nice stop. And we're out. We're out of there. We're out of there. Oh, it just fell. He's leapfrogged his teammate, funnily enough, but still behind Balcazar. But we're ahead of Lipponen. Barely. We've got the Steimans covered for now, and everybody is on a new set of tyres and new strategy for the new stint, so they're going to be pushing hard. And you can see Lipponen right behind us. He's coming like a bat out of hell. He is coming like a bat out of hell. He'll be gone when the morning comes. Come on, Surikov. Don't let him past. Don't let him past. Oh, damn it, we're powerless. We're powerless to stop him. Absolutely powerless to stop him. And even Stephenson is beginning to creep up now. Well, I think this is where our vice-like grip on the top of the Constructors' Championship comes to an end. Unfortunately, we've put up a damn good fight to get to the halfway point in the season without relinquishing it, but the Scuderia Rossinis, they have developed their car pretty quickly, pretty aggressively this season so far from what we've seen, and it's beginning to show now as they start to gain momentum and start picking up heavy points. They've turned down their cars, you can tell now we are gaining slightly. Right, let's go for it. We're going for it now once again. But once again, Cruz is pushing when he's behind his teammate. You almost feel that we have shot ourselves in the foot here by having the car on the quicker tyre behind the car on the slower tyre, but we are equal to our drivers and no team orders here. Everything is fair. And Cruz comes in for his final pit stop. It's the same situation. 6 laps. The Phoenix Knights drivers are absolutely battling with each other, hammer and tongs here. Just don't take each other off. God help us all if they crashed into each other. Could you imagine? And we're in, and we're out. And shake it all about. You do the okie dokie, you turn around. That's what it's all about. Right, 5 lap stint now. Going to put him on the quicker tyre here. Risk a fast pit stop. As Surikov has been given full power, full push, full everything. Make it count, Surikov. Make it count. And he is absolutely flying on this lap. It's going to take more than that. He's catching Lipponen. And we're in. A mistake with the jack, that's cost us. It's cost us valuable time. It's cost us 1.2 seconds. And he's out in front of his teammate again. I bet this Andrew Cruz has been spitting and cursing Surikov's name this entire race. No matter what he's tried, he just can't seem to get ahead of him. He just can't seem to get ahead. And Surikov is pushing hard on these tyres here. Lipponen is in the pits. We could do with there being a mistake. We could do with him having to repair, but it just does not look like it's going to happen. It just does not look like it. His teammate rooms out ahead. Balcazar's in first, Lipponen is in second, but from this point on, they're going to be uncatchable. I have no idea what the hell's happened to the Steinmans. They have absolutely... We're going to preserve our car now because there's a little way to go and the parts aren't looking marvellous and we're not going to... Oh! Wait a second! Forget that crap! Put pressure! Put pressure on her! She's got an injury! She's got an injury! Her car's knackered! Come on! Push! She might have to turn down! She might have to turn her stuff down eventually. Who is it? It's Lipponen. It's Lipponen that's got the problem. It's Lipponen. Look at Lipponen. Is he going slower? Or is it just me? 2.4. .5. Okay, keep pushing. Put pressure on. Turn everything up. Come on. Put the pressure on. 2 more laps. 2.3, 2.2, 2.1, 2. We are gaining, massively gaining here. I don't think both cars will take him, but Surikov may have a chance. 1.3. We're on low fuel now. We've got to turn the fuel down. Oh, this is so close. This is so close. Oh my gosh. It's less than a second. Oh, we won't be able to pass him, surely. We'll catch him, but we won't pass him. We're coming up to the final corner now. Oh, agonisingly close. Agonisingly close. Ah, buggeration. Bugger. Third and fourth, we outperformed the Steinman by some considerable distance. They finished 11th and 16th in what was an absolute horror show for them, scoring nil points. Unfortunately, Scuderia Rossini had a slightly better day, first and second. Never mind. Never mind. We're doing all we can, and if we can just get a better engine, we'd be absolutely right up there with them. We're right up there with them now, essentially, with an engine that's the equivalent of the real-life Honda, you know. Okay, so we'll bypass the grid position, the finishing positions. Yeah, that's maximum 43 points. For Scuderia Rossini, we pick up the best we can, which is 27. It's a considerable shift in the fortunes of the two teams, because you'll soon see any moment now that for the first time this season we're no longer on top. It's only 3 points. It's only 3 points, but it's the momentum that's worrying me. It's the fact that this is the second time Scuderia Rossini has scored heavy points now. They are beginning to look as if they have their sights in the second half of this season, as the development race is seeming to favour them, that they are going to make a concerted push now towards that title. Steinman, bad day in the office. They fall further away. They are now 36 points behind us, 39 behind Scuderia Rossini. They have got some work to do. Righty-ho then. So, we will march on. We will forge on. We will soldier on. We will not give up. No, we shall not. We shall not surrender. Forget your interviews. Thank you very much. Sparks fly between Scuderia Rossini and Phoenix Knights. Apparently, the managers were engaged in some catcalling. Brian Potter may be playing some mind games with his opponents. Tension between Scuderia Rossini boss Rebecca Beatty and Brian Potter. Is a rivalry forming between the two teams. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look at this. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a double session here today. The next event is Milan, which actually is bad for us, because it's a circuit that is quite sensitive to the engine. A good engine here is crucial. Top speed is crucial. It's a track with many straights on it, and of course our engine is our weakest part. So here I expect to struggle. Likewise, I expect to struggle in Phoenix, where that's also all about the engine. But do you know what? We can only do what we can do. So the first thing we need to do is just look at the car. And we are working on, we've got reliability of everything so far. So we are working on the performance of the rear wing, which will hopefully claw back a little bit of that deficit to Scuderia Rossini. And of course we are working on the performance of our gearbox, which is once again back to being the best in class. But we do have a new gearbox which will be usable coming in 3 days' time. Will that be ready for the next race? I doubt it. But it will certainly be ready in time for Belgium. Choosing a vote and the mechanics are complaining. Give them a bonus. We can't afford anybody not pulling their weight here. Come on. Give them a bonus, tell them they're doing a good job, wipe their asses for them, and get them back on track. No, I don't want to spend any more coin choosing a vote. I'm quite happy with the rules as they are. I was actually considering one rule change for next season to make this as close to real life as possible, and that was to vote to ban refueling, so that we have to complete the race on 1 tank of fuel. And that would be pretty much as close to real life as we could get, really. But I decided that, you know what, if next season is going to, well it is, if next season is our last season, I don't want to throw a spanner in the works by having to adjust strategies. So we know where we are with this current setup with the fuel tanks. We're used to it, we'll stick with it. Alright, gearbox is ready. Let's have a quick look at it. It is oh, it's not usable. I stand corrected. This is a gearbox for next season. Ah, right. So I think we're pretty much done with parts for this season's car. All of the parts that we're going to be designing now, pretty much, I think, are going to be for next season's car. Alright, that's almost like a concession really, isn't it, that we're not going to do it this season. So we're still waiting for that test track for the engines. We will improve the performance of this part once we have finished the performance of our current parts. And we now move on to the next part of the car to develop for next season to make sure that it's as good as it possibly can, which is the brakes. And straight away the brakes are not usable. The brakes are not usable. Which makes me wonder, should we go for parts that are going to be usable, like the rear wing? See, that's an instant boost. That also is an instant boost. So if we build if we build the rear wings, they will be usable this season, and they will go forward for next season as well. Let's have a look at the suspensions. Suspensions also usable. So the rear wing and suspensions are usable for next season. The brakes aren't going to be usable for next season. The brakes are going to be illegal. Quandaries, quandaries, quandaries. So engine and gearbox are done for now. So do we go brakes? Do we go suspension? Do we go rear wing? The thing is, when our Scuderia Rossini are developing. They're ahead of us now on pretty much everything. You've got to pull that back. We can't have this. We've got to pull this back in our favour. We're gonna go for current rather than max performance, which is going to be slow down the development in terms of using the staff. I think we're going to go for outright performance. So go for high speed corners plus 20, and it's quick. This will be ready before the race. Might even be usable if we pump a load of people into the reliability of it. So, you know what? We're going to go with parts we can use this season. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. We need to get that advantage back. We need that advantage back. If we don't have the best engine, we will at least have all the other parts being the best. Right, rear wing is done. We will design another one, nice and quick. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Let's have a look if we can fit this part. Let's have a look if we can get this part ready here. So we need the rear wing to be usable. If we actually pump a load of people into it, would it be usable? Yes, it would. It'd be usable if we... So we're going to pump... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to pump all the staff into that now. Get that ready for the race. Hold off on the development of the performance of the gearbox and the current rear wing. This is no longer going to be usable anyway because that one, because we're going to switch to this anyway, so we can take the performance off that. Okay. And boom! Here we are, ready for race weekend. So let's take a look and fit the part, shall we? So we have a new rear wing. And who gets the best rear wing? Lissandro Cruz. So Lissandro Cruz gets the new rear wing. And Sirkov gets the old one. So as we look now to go back to improving the parts, we're now going to be improving these two. Although if we're going to get another rear wing, there's no point of improving the performance of that one now either, is there? Because we're going to get another one, so forget that completely. And we'll just improve the performance of the two gearboxes. It should save us a little bit of time. So new rear wing on the way, should be ready after this race, and then we will quickly see now, does that put us back on top? No, not yet. It's brought us closer though, but with our new rear wing which is about to come, that would probably put us back on top. So we're almost there, we're almost there. Okay, so race weekend then, we're in Milan, here we are, Italy, ready for another race. It's going to be a dry one. It's not going to be a good one, I feel. But we'll do our damn best. Join me for qualifying. So practice is done. Now usually we do not pay too much attention to the practice times. They don't really mean anything. But what I am worried about is we 7th and 8th. I mean, we weren't pushing hard or anything like that. We were just getting the bonus. But the fact that we are 7th and 8th and quite a considerable amount of time behind Lipponen does fill me with a little bit of dread. I've just got a feeling that we are not going to do very well here today. The engine is so important in this race. We could even struggle against the Panthers. I'm telling you, I'm not being pessimistic here, I'm trying to be realistic, and I think we're in trouble. So we'll see what qualifying goes like. This will be a proper judge of exactly where we sit. If we get 5th and 6th, I'll be happy with that, I'm telling you. Cruiser's super overtake mode working wonders. He's currently in third. Third and sixth, we'll definitely take that. Second and sixth, okay. Okay, I'm wondering if we should actually use super overtake mode in the race with Cruz to offset the engine performance differential, because it's worked wonders in qualifying. He's qualified in second position, only a tenth slower than Lipponen. That is a phenomenal effort in a car whose engine is nowhere near as good as the big boys. Wow, maybe we were worried for no reason. Why worry? Just let the guys take care of it. Potter having sleepless nights. Cruz allaying those fears. Putting those fears to bed. Right, okay, what are we going to do here? This gives us an absolute proper quandary here. Because do we use super overtake mode with Cruz in the race? Because obviously it's worked wonders, hasn't it? It's just worked a miracle, to be quite honest with you. The only issue is it's the fuel problem. It burns fuel really quickly, and it burns through the condition of the parts. We can't use it for any length of time. So I'm thinking, actually, rather than doing that, just use normal overtake mode for as long as we possibly can. It's going to be soft tyres, it's no brainer here. It's going to be 2 6s and a 6 and 2 5s. So we'll go 5 5 6 for Cruz. 5 5 6, and for Sirikov we'll go 6 5 5. That's right, isn't it? Okay, so the strategies are done. Soft tyres and race trim. I think we're just going to play it safe. I don't think super overtake mode, I think it's going to wear the car out too quickly. I've got a feeling we're going to be struggling with car conditioning anyway in this race. It's going to be a race where we're pushing quite hard for long periods of time, so I don't think super overtake mode will be good for our car conditioning, considering that we've also weight stripped as well. So yeah, I think regular overtake mode for as long as possible should help us here. So here we go, here's a full grid. Lipponen on pole, we've got Alessandro Cruz with an absolute storming lap in second position, very good effort. Navarro in third with Balcazar in fourth, Stephenson in fifth, and Sirikov in sixth. The two Panthers, seventh and eighth, and De Graaf and Makarova line up on the fifth row. Here we go. It's another race day. A race where we didn't expect to have any chance in, really, but we're off and racing, and oh, bad start by Cruz, which had a knock-on effect on Sirikov, funnily enough. Oh dear, once again not getting off to a good start. This is exactly what you don't need when you're trying to pick up as many points as possible. Get a damn grip, man. So Lipponen gets off to a good start. He's in first. He's maintained his position. We've got Stephenson in second. We've got Navarro in third, and Partanen in the Panther getting off to a decent start. He's up into fourth, but for how long? Because he's got Sirikov, a hungry Sirikov, looking to overhaul his teammate in the driver's standings. After a couple of crashes, he's all over the back of him, and he's looking up the inside now on the chicane. Is he going to make it stick? No, he's not even going to get a sniff. This is definitely slowing us down. We need to pass here. We need to pass as quickly and efficiently as possible. So get your backside out of our way. And look at this, all four cars battling for one piece of track. And look at this, look at Cruz, he's going up the inside of everybody here. Look how tight this is. And this is for fourth position. Goodness grief, three cars are going into one corner. That surely does not mix. Surely does not mix. As we probably have to turn down the engine modes just for the fuel. 2 more laps for Cruz. Yeah, he's going to actually have to go down into medium mode here. 2 more laps. He's going to do 3. Am I reading this right? Wait a second. What did I say? He's doing 5, right? So this is what? This is lap 4. So he's got 2 more. Yeah, he's doing lap 6. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. Right, engine mode's been turned down now. Everybody's engine modes are turned up at the moment, but we need to get round, otherwise we're not going to have enough fuel. Cruz gaining on Navarro. Has turned his engine down, he's pushing with the tyres. 1 more lap here for Cruz. Coming in, putting on a fresh set of boots. We're going to go for a... what did I say it was? 2 5s and a 6? So another 5. Is that right? I'm getting confused here. We're going to go for fast stops. We're doing all we possibly can here to leapfrog anybody we possibly can. Even if we don't win this Constructors, it would be very nice to finish 2nd. So there's still a lot to play for. So in comes Cruz, fast pit stop, jacks go down fine, tyres go on fine, and we're out of there. So Surikov's turn. So he's coming in. He's doing 6 5 5. So it's going to be 5 laps for him. It appears he's got ahead of Balcazar. And we're in. Jacks go down, tyres go on, fuel goes in. Fast stop, beautiful. Almost getting ahead of the Steinman there. Oh, and his teammate whizzes on by. Cruz is in the groove. So Cruz is behind Stephenson and Lipponen, but he's ahead of Navarro and ahead of Balcazar. So this is actually not bad at all. If he can get ahead of Stephenson, we'll be laughing. We'd be laughing. All the way to the bank. Right, overtake. Come on. Three more laps. He's pushing here. He is pushing. I don't know if you can tell, folks, but he's pushing. Is he gaining, though? 3.1 is the gap. He's got a fast approaching Navarro behind him. Despite his pushing, he is not gaining on the car ahead, and the car behind is gaining on him. So, all in all, it's looking a bit dicey. Plenty of life in the tyres, plenty of fuel in the tank. 38% of the engine! 38%! What the hell happened there? Why is it so low? That is ridiculous! What has happened to his engine? What did he? What happened? Good grief. Cruz? Where's Cruz? Third? Fuel. He has to pit now. He's got no fuel left. I'm losing control of this. I'm absolutely losing control here. 6 laps after the pit stop. Right. Completely losing the plot. So we're just going to get there. Only just. Bloody hell. Close. Right, Surikov coming round now. Final stop, 5 laps after this. His engine, for some bizarre reason, is ridiculously low. I don't know what happened. The Steinmans are stacking. The Steinmans are stacking. That is a bad decision. Oh, get past him, get past him. Oh my God, how close is this? His engine is shot to bits. 24%. Is he going to make it back in one piece? Third and fourth, and we've got a massive gap here to fifth. I'm thinking we should absolutely bring him home. Just get him home in one piece as best we can, because his car is not looking in good shape. And with Cruz, if we can push for second here, if we can just somehow get second. Stephenson is pushing hard though, but he will turn down. He will turn down. Stephenson's got a problem with his car. He'll have to turn down. 3 more laps. Can he make it to the end with a problem with his car for another 3 laps? This is going to be tight. Come on. We need second. We need it so badly. We're going to push hard here. We are going to do it. We are pushing as hard as we possibly can. He's turned his engine down. 2.1, 2.0. 2 more laps to go. 2.0. 1.9. 1.8. It's coming down very quickly. It's coming down very quickly. Come on, Cruz. He's going to have to turn up now. He's got a fast approaching Scuderia Rossini behind him. He can't afford to slacken off too much. %23 on the engine. Forget your parts. Come on. There's only... Come on. Come on, lad. 1 second is the gap. .7 seconds is the gap. Come on. Come on. Yes, come on. Yes, come on. Yeah, just go, 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 go. Go on, Cruz! Yes, he's going to do it! Cruz has absolutely pulled it out of the bag. But where's Surikov? Surikov has got a Scuderia Rossini behind him. He brings it home in 4th. Get in! Oh, I'm sweating here. I'm sweating. That was a good race. That was a damn good race by both cars. Surikov, I don't know what happens to his car's engine, but it was absolutely battered from about the halfway stage. A massive discrepancy between the two engines. And then right at the death, Cruz putting the hammer down, pushing, and managed to get Stephenson on the final lap. Surikov managing to defend off Balcazar, second and fourth. On a track where I said, we're going to struggle here, we're going to struggle, we've got no engine power, we're going to struggle here. Struggle? We've done a damn sterling effort. Second and fourth. Get in, my lads. And a penalty for Balcazar drops her down even further. She finishes in 7th, loses 2 places after an illegal part was found on her car, which is great because that part will now be banned, which will hinder her going forward in the next few races. No wonder Scuderia Rossini are out-developing their opponents, because they're using illegal parts, you cheating dogs. You cheats. So let's have a look at the constructors then. 25 points, add 6 points equals 31. Oh, curses. We only get 30. I thought we were going to gain on them. I thought we were going to gain, but we're not going to gain. We're going to actually fall behind by another point. Steinman, 15. Where's the other one? 19th. They are falling apart at the seams. Absolutely falling apart. Lissandro Cruz and Nikolai Surikov, 2nd and 3rd in the championships. Let's have a look at the constructors. Here we go. 4 points is the gap. 4 points. If they have a bad race, crash, pit stop blunders, you know, parts going on fire, whatever it is, if they have a race that goes absolutely tits up, we're going to be there to pounce. We ain't letting go. We ain't giving up. We are Phoenix Knights. And look at that. Steinman are falling away rapidly. Absolutely. They are now 51 points behind us. 55 behind Scuderia Rossini. That is a lot of points to make up. And I'm beginning to think now that we could well be locked in for 2nd place. Don't want to curse it because we saw what happened in the last race of last season when both our drivers crashed out, giving us no points. Something similar happens, we could be screwed. But Steinman have to pick up big points to close that gap. They're going to have to get race victories, which means not only beating us, it means beating Scuderia Rossini, and I can't see that happening. They are in big trouble. For the first time since the conception of this game, from the first season, which when this game started, whenever that was, 2018, 17 season, whatever season we're in now, 7-8 years later, this is the first time since then that they are going to finish lower than 2nd in the championship. I say gonna as if it's going to be a nailed-on certainty. A couple more races like that and it might well be. Our rear wing is built. You know what? We'll continue on. We'll continue on with the pre-season work. Pre-race rather. Pre-race work. Forget your interviews. I can't be bothered. Every time I have one of them, it's always a negative that happens. And once again, sparks fly again. The rivalry is hotting up. Managers glaring at each other, pointing, and obviously saying not too nice comments about each other. Trying to get mind games going. Oh, it's all kicking off like wildfire. It really is. Okay. Where are we? So what do we do now? We can hold off on the rear wing. We've built a couple of rear wings which should put us back on top. Now go for a couple of suspensions just to keep the car nice and balanced. Or we could go for a 3rd rear wing. Go for that. None of these improve performance, apart from that one. Performance gain times 2. Oh yeah, high speed. High speed corners plus 25. I almost think it's not worth wasting 12 days of development time just for an extra 25 performance points. So we're going to stop now on the rear wing and turn our attention to the suspension and get a couple of usable upgrades to our suspensions here. So we have new rear wings which we will have to fit, which means that you get the best one, you get the second best one. We'll get them developed, we'll get those performances up, and as you can see, once again, we are best in class. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. Right, improve the performance and improve the reliability. So we need to improve the reliability of this new rear wing, which will be about there. Increase the performance of both of the rear wings. Improve the reliability of both of the gearboxes, both of the rear wings. Now building some new suspensions. It's all coming together relatively nicely. That one's best. Thank you very much. We are outperforming our predicted target of third place in the Constructors. Currently second and looking damn good for it. Okay. How long for the HQ? Only 3 weeks and then we can start on the engines. Fire up the engines, boys and girls. Fire them up! Alright, so we are here. One more day to go. We're going to build another suspension. So medium speed corners there. Medium speed plus 40 there, which goes 1351 or 1336, but with extra reliability. No, that's fine. We'll go that one. And then we'll decide whether or not we're going to go for another suspension. One of these, perhaps. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, we'll go with those two, which should put our suspension back to best in class once again. So the final look then at the car before the next race. Here we have it. So we're improving the performance of our gearboxes that we have equipped at the moment. That's very good. We're improving the performance of our rear wings that we have just built. Very good. And now we'll need to get the performance, the reliability of our suspensions up, which we'll focus on, and also the performance. But already we've got one built, and that puts us back up to best in class on the suspension as well. So yeah, who says we can't develop our cars as well in season, eh? Hey, you think you can just develop your cars? We can develop ours. Yeah, the engine's still a long way away, but when we get it, you better be quaking in your boots, big boys, because we're coming for you. Right. Getting overly excited now. Join me in the next race, which will be the Ardennes and, oh yes, the glorious Phoenix. We should like Phoenix, shouldn't we? It's our namesake. But no, it's a horrendous track. But anyway, that's what I should have done. Oh, a rule change. We could have voted for a rule change. I turned it down. I could have voted to remove Phoenix Nights off the calendar. That's what Phoenix Nights, the Phoenix Grand Prix off the calendar. That's what I should have done. Damn it. Never mind. Join me next time to see if we can continue pushing Scuderia Rossini to the bitter end. Until then, see you soon.